I found this easy parrot costume via Make It, Love It, and had to make one for my little lady. Here's what you need to make your own. 1/4 yard of light blue, green, and yellow felt, 1/2 yard of red felt, 1/4 yard of red fleece for the hat, scraps of white felt for the eyes, and yellow for the beak, 2 yards of 1/4 inch of elastic, a hot glue gun, 1.5 inch googly eyes, the fleece hat pattern, and flamingo beak, basic sewing supplies, and a rotary tool. I started by measuring her arm length. I measured from the edge of her shoulder to her wrist and then added 2 inches. From the red felt, I'll cut out wing shapes. I made a pattern from craft paper. I made the total length 19 inches, 17 inches for her arm length plus 2 inches. I made the pieces about 8 inches tall. Cut a piece of elastic that is a comfortable length for your child's wrist. Sew the ends of the elastic down about 1 inch from the edge of the wing to create a loop for the wrist. Cut a small rectangle of felt and sew it over the raw edges of the elastic. Cut a longer piece of elastic for the shoulder strap. Sew the elastic in place on the side of the wing with the edges of the elastic about 2.5 inches apart. Repeat the previous steps for the second wing. I'll cut 2 rectangles of felt that are 7 inches by 3 inches. Use 1 rectangle to cover the shoulder elastic on both wings. This will connect the wings in the middle. Place the second rectangle directly behind the first on the other side of the wing. The 2 rectangles will sandwich the wings between them. Pin in place and sew around the edge of the rectangles. Now for the most time-consuming part of your costume, cutting feathers from all 4 of your felt colors. My feathers are 5 inches by 1.5 inches wide. Cutting a feather template and using a rotary tool will make this process faster. You will be able to cut 2 layers of felt at the same time. For my daughter's costume, I used 48 blue feathers, 38 green feathers, 32 yellow feathers, and 27 red feathers. Starting with the blue feathers, pin them along the bottom of your wing. Line the feathers up about 1.5 inches from the edge of the wing. The bottom of the feathers will hang off the edge. Sew the feathers in place, making sure not to sew the elastic. Use the same steps to add the rows of green and yellow feathers. Repeat the same steps on the other wing. Here's how to make the tail. I cut a triangle shape about 11 inches wide and 10 inches long at the point. You can add ribbon at the sides to tie together or use a safety pin to attach the tail. Add your feathers just like you did for the wings, pinning and sewing the first 3 rows. Using your hot glue gun, add a row of red feathers to the top of the wings and tail for a nice finished look. Now for the hat. I found an easy two-step pattern to make the hat from. For the eyes and parrot beak, I used the modified flamingo pattern. I added an inch to the top of the beak template and a half an inch to the bottom when I cut it out. I also curved the tip of the beak and made it fatter. I used the templates to cut 2 blue circles for the eyes and 2 yellow felt beak pieces. Following the pattern, I cut the pieces out of the hat. From the white fleece, I cut 2 kidney-shaped pieces for the eyes. I'll glue the eyes to the blue circles and then glue them to the white pieces. I'll glue everything to the right side of one piece of the hat. I followed the directions online to complete the hat. Sew the beak with the right sides together. Turn it right side out and stuff it. Hand stitch the beak to the front of your hat and your costume is done. I will pair the costume with solid color leggings or shorts and a t-shirt. Join me tomorrow for another fun Halloween craft. Thanks for watching and make sure to like and subscribe.